But if you close your eyes,
hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It's Jade. Literally, I'm back. Okay, so in today's video, I thought I would do my go-to sort of going out look. Let's jump into the video and yeah, let's go. So first up, I'm starting out with the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. I always go for this one whenever I go out. Actually, no, sorry. I just wear this like all the time. So this is my go-to primer. I always apply my primer here first and then go up and around. I'm then going in with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. I really can't speak today, but it's totally fine. So I'm going in with this foundation. At the moment, I'm in the shade NW30 because I am quite tanned, as you can probably tell. It's like I'm a floating head. So I'm just popping some of that on the back of my hand. I'm gonna dot this all over my face. And then going in with a beauty blender and blending it out. And remembering to always get your ears, because honestly, you don't want white ears if you have a brown face. That just looks funny. Okay, so next I'll be going in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I literally always use this concealer. I'm really talking with my hands, but that's okay. So just popping it under my eyes like so. Kind of in a triangle sort of shape. And then I always go down the bridge of my nose and then my forehead, my lovely stash, and then chin to conceal and highlight. This makes my life 10 times easier to just do it in one. Once that's been blended in and all looking nice, I will always go in with the Bare Minerals Well Rested Concealer. Honestly, this stuff is literally a lifesaver. Like, it's a concealer powder. It's literally, I actually think it's 10 times better. Like, for brightening under your eyes, this stuff is just next level. It is next level shit. Compared to this, like the Australis Banana Powder, like it's good and I do use it on like daily, like going to work and stuff. I will always use it because it's like, it's cheap, it's not expensive, and this is a little bit more expensive, but this is perfect for nighttime, daytime, special events. Like it's my little baby. Making sure to always blend under your eyes, get out all the creases before you set it, otherwise you are literally going to look like you're 90, and dull, I don't think you want to look like that. Okay, so just tapping off the excess and literally placing it just under the eye. And then I just like to put the excess, whatever's left over on my brush, onto my eyelid. I'm just obsessed with this stuff. And then I do like to put it like up in my front half of my eyebrows to sort of bring that forward and like, yeah, I don't know, I just like to do it there. Sorry, it's just how I do it. And then a bit there and a bit there of the same product. And then a bit on my nose. Oh my god, I keep thinking that's people walking. Oh, hello! How you doing? Sorry, there's no room for you here, unfortunately. I know I'm room. Everyone meet Charlie. This is my roommate's little dog. He's so cute. Hello. So I'm going in with the Studio Fix powder and setting the rest of my face. I love how the dog's watching me. He'll know how to do like makeup soon. So next I'm going to be doing my eyebrows with the Anastasia Pro Brow Palette. As I've said in probably many of my videos that I've done a makeup tutorial, I really don't need these many shades, but honestly, you never know when you're gonna like dye your eyebrows. So there's every shade here. And I'm in the shade either ash brown or medium brown. I like to change up my eyebrows depending on like the look that I'm going for. What the fuck is that? Goodbye. And today I'm going to be using the medium brown shade. I really need to get my eyebrows done. They're ridiculous. Okay, so my eyebrows are literally a problem. They don't normally look like this. But yeah, just ignore that. Alright, so next I'm going to be contouring my face. I'm going to actually try the McDonald How to Farm E-I-E-I-O. I'm going to be using the, it's actually like a powder blush, but it's like brown, so whatever. It's makeup, you can do whatever the hell you want with it. So I'm going to be using MAC blush in the shade Blunt to do a blunt contour. So when I contour, I actually like to sort of like feather it this way and sort of like bring it up. I honestly can't get over my eyebrows, they're just that bad. Sorry. I'm now going to be contouring my nose. I actually always contour my nose with a brush like this. That's sort of like fluffy and angled. It honestly works wonders for contouring my big ass nose. And then I always blend sort of down because my nose actually kind of like, I'm sure everyone's nose is like that, but like it's just, I don't know, it's just, it's fine. It's just I like to blend it down to like skinny it up a little bit to make it a little bit smaller on the sides and like petite because I'm a petite person. So after I've contoured, I will go in with blush. The blush that I pretty much always use is the Hourglass Ambient Light palette. It just looks like this. I'm sure you have literally all seen it in my videos. And I pretty much mix them all together and put them right here. I will then go in with a buffing brush like this one from Real Techniques and pretty much dab everything back into my face, into my pores. Just like really just push it in there. Just to help like blend it and yeah. I then always like to use highlighter. Obviously, if you know me or in real life, I like to be a disco ball. Sorry. That's just what I do. I don't know why, I'm just obsessed with it. I love highlighter and I love how lit you can look. I pretty much use a brush like this one to put on my highlighter to make it intense, but when I want like, obviously intense, yeah, hey. But when I want a natural highlighter, I pretty much, like a natural look to a highlighter, I will use a brush like this. But most of the time I'll use a brush like this. A big ass dense one. Just, I forgot what side I put it on. Just to really put on my highlighter because I like to be lit. Oh, stop. And then I do like to sometimes put a bit up there and a bit up there, but I will blend that out. I'm not just going to leave two big dots on my forehead. Unless I'm going for the dotted look. And then I always put highlighter on the tip of my nose. I never put it up the bridge because I find that doesn't work with my like nose shape and everything. I always then grab my wet beauty sponge, beauty blender, and I literally just blend that out like that. Next I'll be going in with the Morphe 350 palette. I literally always use this palette. It is like my number one go-to for pretty much any look of where I'm going out. Yeah, I just use this all the time. I will go in with that shade, that shade, that shade, and either that one or that one or that one right there. And then I would generally go over it with one of these shades up here. I really hope you can see. I tried to zoom you in so you can kind of get a better look of what I'm doing. I'm then going in with the orangey shade. And then I like to just really just blend. No, but I literally just like to blend that. I'm then going to be going in with the first brown shade, which is next to the orange shade on the palette that I showed you. And with the brown shade, I always like to keep it on the outer V section and going up into the crease a little bit. I then like to go in with the MAC once again. I really need to get some more products that are not just MAC. But I can't help it, they're so good. Anyway, I'm going in with the MAC. It's MAC Feline Kohl pencil. So it's pretty much just a pencil eyeliner that is easier to blend out. Because you know with some pencils, like lip pencils for instance, sometimes they can be like really hard to like blend. But with this Kohl pencil, it's easy to blend out. I always will warm it up on my hands nowadays rather than doing what I used to do, which was going like that. No, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just doing that. And then I have a little technique. I look into the mirror and I sort of like, not so much wing it out, but I like follow, well I guess it's kind of like winging it out. Wing it. I wing it with my winged liner. No. I just pretty much just do that and then draw it in. I then always go in with a brush like this one, a smudger brush, and pretty much just hold it at an angle, so holding it up. I do this and sort of blend it in like a wing again, like smudging it outwards, I suppose you'd call it. And then I'm going to jump in back with the eyeshadow palette. So just to recap, I used this one first, then that one, and then that one. That one was on the outer part of my eye, and these two shades were pretty much just everywhere. Like just blending. And the next shade I'm going to grab is this one right here. I always either grab this one or this one or this one. They're pretty much just whatever undertone I'm feeling for the night, but for today I think I'm just going to grab this one right here. Tap off the excess and I put it literally just here. Like where I blended out the eyeliner, I will put it pretty much right on top of it. And then I will blend a tiny bit of it up into the crease. I'm now just going to be grabbing this shade right here and literally just putting it in here, right in the crease, just to sort of warm up my eyes a bit, because I prefer like the warmed eye look. I'm then going to be grabbing a black eyeshadow because I don't have a eyeliner at the moment. So I just get my eyeliner brush and I dip it in the black eyeshadow, obviously tapping off a lot of the excess because excess because I don't want it coming down onto my face. And again, I pretty much do the same sort of style and shape as what I done with the pencil, just sort of winging it out again. but this time not so like messy. The mascara I'm going to be using today is the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express. Wow, that was so weird. I'm now just going to be jumping quickly back in with the eyeliner pencil, the kohl one, and putting it in my waterline just on the outer half of my eye there. So I put it on my waterline, and then I will go in with this brush again and pretty much, it's hard to explain, but I kind of like drag it down into the lashes and then smudge it outwards. I hope you can see what I mean. So it sort of creates kind of like a cat eye sort of like effect. Oh my god, I'm making weird faces. Then I'm just going to jump back in with this shade here. And again, the same brush, and pretty much just put it over where I blended it just then. And then jumping in with the orange shade that I put to warm up my top. And again, just putting it over the top. Just layering a lot of friggin' eyeshadows on top of each other, aren't I? Jesus Christ, girlfriend. And then blending again, like just outwards. And then I'm going to go back in with the pencil eyeliner and just redo my eyeliner in my waterline. I'll be using just any random lashes that I have laying around. I generally use the brand My Secret Lashes. Okay, so lashes are on. I now will go in pretty much with that black eyeshadow or eyeliner again, just to go over the top of the bands. And again, just to try and make it look a little bit more natural. I'm also quickly going to grab this shade right here. And then up here. I'm now going to go in with the next Makeup Geek eyeshadow. I'm going to take that one right there, which is called Cocoa Bear, just a really dark brown. Again, because I've added lashes, I feel like I need to darken up just the outer V a little bit more. I sort of just go whatever I'm feeling for the day, but like this is the general look of what I do pretty much every time I go out. I'm actually then just going to run that same dark shade, Cocoa Bear, underneath my eyes as well. I'm then going in with the mascara again and pretty much just putting it on my bottom lashes and right at the roots on my top lashes. And now jumping into lips, I've been doing it like a ombre sort of effect lately. First off, I'm going to be using MAC's lip liner Soar to outline my lips, and then I'm going to fill it in with MAC's Boldly Bare lip liner, like you'll see. I'm now just going to be grabbing a MAC's Honey Love lipstick and pretty much just putting that in the middle of my lips. Actually, just everywhere. Rubbing my lips together, and then I'm going to grab my finger and blend it out. And that, my friends, is pretty much the finished look. Oh my god, I just realised I forgot to add bronzer. Wow, it's that time of day. For bronzer, I will go in with the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer. I'm just going to quickly add that because I forgot and I generally add it. Fuck. Anyway, this is the finished look, so I really hope you liked this video. Yeah, this is generally what I wear when I go out clubbing or going to a bar or just in general going out and wanting to look somewhat decent. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video and it was somewhat interesting for you guys. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe. Beautiful tanned hands I have, but that's fine. Alrighty then, I will catch you guys in my next video and I'll speak to you then. Bye!